We're on the little land train in Fuerteventura and we're going to go on a little tour. We've got the little land train on Corralejo High Street, well the strip, whatever it's called. It was just a little sign on the side of the road saying it was the train stop. It was like a roundabout here. I'm not sure of the area. It was €4 each. We just paid the driver when we got on, and that took us on the tour around Corralejo. I have had to do a voiceover for this video, so I do apologise, but there was music playing on the train as we were going along, and when I've tried to put it on YouTube, it's flagged up as copyright, so I do apologise, but this was the little train journey that we went on. The whole train tour journey took about half an hour. I have cut the video down a little bit because some of it you were just like stuck in traffic or like looking at a wall. Obviously that'd be a little bit boring. So we left the strip area and the little train headed through some back streets towards the harbour area. I don't know Corralejo very well, so that's why we went on the little train. We came over from Lanzarote for the day on the ferry, and we seen the little train and we thought, oh, that'll be a good idea. We'll see what's about, find out the bearings, that kind of thing. So this video was filmed towards the end of August. It was Wednesday lunchtime, and as you can see, there's plenty of people about. There was only us and one other family on the train, so I'm not sure if it gets busier at certain times or not, but we managed to get on fine. And as you can see, we just went on a nice little tour around Corralejo. We really enjoyed being on this little land train. It was really relaxing. We were just sitting there listening to music, going around, seeing what was in Corralejo. We discovered a lot more than we would have if we just walked about on our own. And of course, we didn't get lost either, which is a bonus. We found Corralejo very different to Puerto del Carmen and Lanzarote. Obviously in Lanzarote, it's all just little white buildings and everything sort of in one area. This seemed a bit more spread out, and it seemed more locals in the area, which was nice because you get like a bit of a feel for the place. So we're just heading along the back streets towards the harbour area. There was loads of like little shops, bars tucked away in the back streets, so they are worth exploring. It was a lovely hot day when we visited Fuerteventura. It was August after all, but everyone says it's a really windy island. It is a bit more breezy than Lanzarote, but honestly the breeze is so welcome in the heat. So what we noticed when we're in Fuerteventura, there seems like there's a lot of like construction, roadworks, that kind of thing. I don't know if it's normally like that or if it's just at the moment. I did visit Corralejo about 25 years ago, and it is a lot more different now than the last time I visited. There's a lot more going on now. So we are just arriving at like the harbour area now. When we got the ferry over from Lanzarote for the day, this is where it sort of dropped off in this area, and then we just followed everyone else basically and found our way to like the main strip area. So there was loads of different boat trips leaving from this harbour. There was little huts on the other side of the road, and they were like advertising loads of different trips, different islands, glass bottom boats, catamarans, that kind of thing, which all looked really good. So this is the harbour area. A lot of people waiting to go on their boat trips and things. You won't be able to see on this video, but the sea here was so clear. We were like standing just like watching the sea, and you could see all of the fish in the sea. It was that clear. So this is just like the harbour area. We just turned around here and then carried on, and there's like, you can see like people waving on the boats, going out on their boat trips for the day. It was like proper holiday vibes here. Everyone was like having a good time, going out on the boat. It was like such a relaxed atmosphere. And then the little train took was sort of like coastal area. You could see the sea on the side, and in the distance, I don't know if you can see them mountains, that's actually Lanzarote. That's how close the two islands are together. The ferry over from Lanzarote to Fuerteventura took us less than half an hour. The little train continued along the seafront route for about 5 minutes. It was lovely, such a nice breeze off the sea, and the views were absolutely stunning. So we went on this little train with our two children, who are 11, and my son had just turned 10 while we were on holiday, and they enjoyed this little train journey. They thought it was like, I thought, oh, they might be a bit too big now, but they still enjoyed it. It was nice. They could sit down, see what was going on, and they had fun. Definitely recommend it for any ages. I'm not 100% sure on what time these trains run. When we seen the little sign advertising it, it just said they run every 40 minutes. So we just waited at the bus stop, the train stop, sorry, and waited to see if a train would come. And it did, so we jumped on it. So then we ended up in this area. I'm not sure what it is. It seemed quite residential, I suppose. I'm not sure if it is or not. I could be completely wrong. There was like some shops, some coffee shops. It didn't seem as touristy as the like main strip area. One thing we did notice in Fuerteventura, there was so many camper vans. There's like 2 there. There was whole car parks full of them. I think that's like a children's school that we're passing. And then we're passing another big car park full of camper vans. There's just so many of them. And then we're just going along and there's like not much to see. It's just like wasteland. There's just like a few signs advertising like Burger King and stuff as we're going along. We'd been on the train for about 20 something minutes by this point, and the train was like heading back towards where we started, like the main strip sort of area. So as you can see, there's a KFC in the distance. There was also a Burger King at a petrol station when you like turn into Corralejo. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a big water park in the distance. You can see the slides. That look really good. And then we were back at the start of the Corralejo main strip area. There was a lot going on here. You can see there's like bouncy castle type things for children. There was loads and loads of souvenir shops and like floaties, gifts, that kind of thing. There was little restaurants, supermarkets, big duty-free shops. Loads of ice cream shops were noticed as well. When we got off the train, we went for like a little wander. We went to some shops. The kids bought some little souvenirs. We went to somewhere called a rock cafe for lunch, which was nice. There were so many like souvenir type shops. They were everywhere. Of course, we had a look in quite a few of them with the kids because they love them kind of shops. The main strip seems like really big. There was so much going on both sides of the like strip area. It was just full of like shops and restaurants, that kind of thing. It just seemed to go on for such a long time. Half of it you could drive down, and then I think half of it was pedestrianised. So we're almost back where we started on our little journey. So we're just going down the strip. As you can see, there's like so many different kinds of shops on both sides. Obviously, I've only filmed on one side, but as you can see, every kind of shop that you could think of seems to be here. So there's a Burger King in the garage. There seems to be a lot of electric scooters here, so make sure you don't go in the cycle lanes. But the paths are really wide and flat, so you should be fine. So we are just continuing our journey down the main strip area. Bars, restaurants, rent-a-cars. There's a lot of people doing like the hair braiding on children. There seem to be everywhere in Fuerteventura. So as you can see, we're getting to like the busier area. It's like a lot of shops, duty-free shops, restaurants, that kind of thing. We're almost at the end of our little train journey now. So if you're going to Corralejo either as a day trip or on holiday, I would definitely recommend getting this little land train. We've seen so much more than we would have if we'd been on foot. Thank you so much for watching our video. Please like and subscribe. We have loads more holiday content coming up. From Fuerteventura and Lanzarote.